Master Sir? I heard Yoda talking about midichlorians. I've been wondering, what are midichlorians?
But Master Yoda said I should be mindful of the future.
But not at the expense of the moment. Be mindful of the living force, young Padawan.
Remember, Obi-Wan, if the prophecy is true, your apprentice is the only one who can bring the Force back into balance.
I'm a Jedi. I know I'm better than this.
Train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose.
Greetings, programs.
Welcome.
That's from Tron.
Another great science fiction franchise.
This is Prequel Apologetics. My name's Seth. That's Reagan. Prequel Apologetics, we're here to apologize for the Star Wars prequels. We think they were good, and they kind of unlock all of Star Wars.
That's right.
They kind of bring it all together, so we're here to do that.
There's been another prequel.
There's been another prequel. There's a lot these days.
There is.
I was looking recently, and I realized, Force Unleashed was the first thing in between the trilogies, and now there's just so many things. Just tons. Can't get away from it.
Speaking of that,
Yeah, we're playing Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed. You guys voted? We
vote-
heard
yeah.
you?
I'm on the second boss. He's tough.
Okay, I haven't gotten that far yet.
Yeah, he's
I'm
hard.
scared. I'm scared of that.
But we're here today we're talking about Maul, Shadow Lord.
Maul Shadow Lord.
The Empire tried to kill me. Their betrayal demands consequence. And that consequence requires a weapon. Together, we can destroy the Empire.
He wants to fight as allies.
The Empire may be our common enemy, but Maul will never be our ally.
Which connected to the Force Unleashed in Sam Witwer.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Almost 20 years later, he's still in Star Wars.
Sam Witwer reminds me of Freddie Prinze Jr. on Rebels.
Okay.
How they've become, I guess Freddie Prinze, his Star Wars tenure has passed away. He's retired.
Yeah,
But it seems like both of them are we're Star Wars spokesmen.
we are.
And
What did Freddie Prinze say? I'm not sure I'm familiar with that.
I just know, he played Kanan.
Yeah.
I just remember he was always on social media just hyping up Star Wars. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he got into a debate or two here and there. Sam Witwer seems similar.
He's like a Star Wars prophet.
Which one?
There's that great video of him where I feel like he tells the story about the Duel of the Fates for the first time.
Sam Witwer?
Sam Witwer.
Yeah.
Maybe he's quoting Dave Filoni there, actually.
Yeah,
but
he is, yes. But I always see clips of Sam Witwer on some podcast, and he's dropping truth bombs
Yes.
about Star Wars.
about George Lucas's grand vision.
Correct.
He, at one point, I think, has voiced the Emperor as well. Or he can voice the Emperor.
He can.
I remember there was one video where he was interchanging between Starkiller, Maul, and Insidious.
Really?
Just effortlessly.
Starkiller's probably just him, right?
Yeah, probably.
Pretty close.
I mean, they scan his face for it, so. It is. It is.
Right.
So he's a very talented man.
Yeah, he's cool. He does a great job as Darth Maul. So we're talking about this show today. What is this show? Can you tell me?
Maul Shadow Lord. This is a
It's 10 episodes.
10-episode, pretty short. Each episode is about 20 to 30 minutes. Return to the animated format. Kind of like the Clone Wars, but we'll talk about it a little different. And it is covering Maul's reign as a criminal underlord.
Kind of his ascension.
His ascension. That's right.
He's kind of low level at
That's
first.
right. He's pretty low level here to start.
He's got some Mandalorians and some other Dathomirians. Iridonian.
Those guys were cool. I gotta say, a lot of effort was put into those guys. I like them a lot.
It's a huge fake
His
out.
brothers, yeah, I know.
Because you think it's him. Or at least they're playing.
That's a
with
great
that.
scene. That's a great scene. Yeah, this is kind of his early days as a crime lord. But surprisingly, there's also 2 Jedi protagonists, and there's a detective protagonist.
Right.
And all these come together to make this show.
And a robot.
And a robot. Several robots.
But there's a main robot.
You're thinking, yeah. 2 boots.
And a wife.
And a wife.
And a mean police chief.
Yeah, I mean, police chief. But she gets justice at one point.
And a soccer player.
It's a fairly ambitious show. They kind of, I talked to one friend of the program, Weston, and he was kind of like, This show could have just been Maul wrecking things, anthology thing, being a criminal boss. This show has arcs.
They do more with it.
There's moments in there. Here's Maul as the criminal underlord. Here's the Jedi trying to take him down. Here's the Empire showing up. Here's them running away together. So there's kind of all these moves. They didn't really necessarily even have to do this bigger story. I'm glad they did.
I think ambitious is a good word.
But it was cool. It was an ambitious little story for Star Wars.
Yes. It was a chance to explore that era, that timeline, the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
So, any insight onto why the show was made?
To make money.
To make money. Okay. To make money.
Zero insight at all.
Well,
Zero.
I was doing a little bit of reading, and it's kind of interesting the info is that it's out there, but there's more interesting information that I've pieced together myself.
Thank you.
As a detective.
Did you find that in this book, the Book of the Sith?
No, that's a good book, though.
Okay.
It's not the good book.
Okay.
Yeah, the Sith Prophecy in here. Sorry, the Sith Code and the Prophecy of the Sith Ari.
What if Darth Maul just read that?
That'd be awesome. 30 minutes of just reading out loud to Devin.
Tell me what you found.
Well, this is a Dave Filoni project. You know, it's Clone Wars adjacent, and I read it. It got started right after COVID. He came back to work and started working on this show.
One of the Iridonians is wearing a COVID mask. He wears a mask. Maybe that's a flashback to that.
Yeah, maybe. But it's a Dave Filoni project. It's got the hallmarks of him. But then this other guy named Brad Rao, who's a Rebels veteran, Star Wars Rebels and Resistance, and it seems like maybe he was more involved with the production day to day, and Dave Filoni was more of an overseer. But it's a Dave Filoni project for sure. Yeah. He's the creator. But I think what's really interesting about this show is it's these pieces of the George Lucas sequel trilogy coming together.
Right. That's right.
So you've got Darth Maul as the crime underlord, and in the Prequel Archives book by Paul Duncan, that is where George Lucas let slip sort of his vision for the sequels, which involved many strange things, but one of them was Darth Maul as the main villain. And I also remember, I think it was in the Force Awakens art book, the earliest concept art for that had ideas for George Lucas's Episode 7.
That's cool.
And in there you can see a dark side Twi'lek Sith lady.
Oh, Darth Krayt?
No, Darth Talon.
Darth Talon. Very cool.
Which sounds like Devin. I mean, same syllable.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, to me, and then we know the history of Star Wars Underworld, something George always wanted to do, which I think we got breadcrums of that in Solo at the end. Because this show mentions, no, it doesn't just mention, it shows the guy from Solo.
Yeah, Dryden Voss.
Dryden Voss. He's in this show briefly.
Scars, yes, he is.
Yeah, so it seems like to me that we're just getting pieces of what George wanted to do. But especially with Devin and that Darth Talon idea.
That's a great connection. I had no idea.
It seems to me like these are old ideas that Dave Filoni's getting to do.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting.
Yeah.
Rekindles the hope of the true sequel trilogy.
Dave Filoni, he's loyal to George Lucas.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later, but he had a whole quotation about Darth Vader and how he used it in the show.
Yeah.
And at the end he said, you got to respect George's vision. You got to take this character and respect what George was doing with them. So he's thinking about that when he puts someone like Darth Vader in there. Yeah, I think generally so. In the Filoni brain, yes. According to the cowboy hat, yes. Maybe mileage will vary. We'll get there.
But anyway, I think that's really interesting.
That is cool.
That there's just, I don't know, there's the ghost of this sequel trilogy we never got, and we're still seeing pieces of it. What does it mean?
It means that they're creatively bankrupt. And George is the source of everything good in Star Wars. And they have to return to the source.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
I find that cool, though.
Yeah, it is
so
cool.
We'll see what happens with that. But, okay. That's the show. Why do we even want to talk about this show?
Well, so I saw a trailer for this probably last year, and I kind of went, what is that going to be? I mean, I like Maul and stuff, but, you know, spoilers for all of Star Wars here. He does die in Rebels.
He does die.
He is dead.
Not according to George Lucas.
Not according to George Lucas, but the character has an arc.
Yeah, how is he going to get around that?
he will die. I mean, the story has to end there. Dave Filoni killed him off in that show.
Well, but remember, George was saying he was the sequel trilogy the overarching villain. He was the big bad.
The boat has passed on that.
No, all I'm saying is, what was the plan there?
Great question.
Dave, I guess that was just a deviation. From
a massive deviation, very early on in Dave.
Because Rebels career. George had clocked out.
He said, "Okay, that's right." Ooh, so Dave Filoni rebelled early in his rebelled against his father early on. But I like that show.
Maybe he just never knew.
So I saw this, and it looked so edgy. It looked so dark, and it just looked kind of weird to me. And I wasn't really interested in it. But as it got closer, I kind of went. We've talked about this before in other podcasts. Star Wars goes through cycles of asleep and awake. For me, Star Wars, I haven't really cared about it in a long time.
Awake-o sleeper.
Yeah, and it woke up recently, early in the spring, and I saw it was coming, and I went, I haven't paid for Disney Plus in probably 3 or 4 years.
You still haven't?
I buy it because I watched it first. You must remember. I paid $20 for the ad-free version.
Yeah. Right. He has mine right now.
That's right. I have a profile in there called Jabba. I stay in my space. I'm a good tenant. But I kind of went, let's check this out. And it was coming out 2 episodes a week, and I was just really surprised by it. And I think I mentioned it to you. And
I think also we were both hearing the show's good.
Yeah. And around this time, we had started reviewing all the sequel stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, this looks cool. And then something about, we'll talk about more in detail maybe now, the animation style is very unique to this show. And it just, because we had talked about previously, just a lot of animation in Star Wars now. It feels a little less special.
Yeah.
But I feel like there was a real attempt to make it something new in this
It's got
show.
a certain something, it does. I mean, it's not a far cry from Clone Wars. It's Clone Wars. No. It looks like Clone Wars. But they do some... They give it a painted quality. Yeah. Basically, you can see brushstrokes on the characters. The big wide shots, the backgrounds just look like paintings.
They're just paintings.
Yeah.
And there's also this weird thing going on too, where it's like they're doing that, but then they're also doing this camera realism thing where there's kind of some like jitters every once in a while. There's some chromatic aberration in the background, and there's really soft focus.
Clone Wars never done that before?
Not this kind of I think they really wanted to highlight the physical nature of it in a way. Now, of course, more depth of field has always been something we've been seeing in animation from Toy Story onward. But there were some shots in the show where it's just like they blew that to the max, where I feel like it was just
bokeh.
The bokeh was crazy, and it was painterly, and there's chromatic aberration. I just kind of felt like they wanted to make this seem as real and as different as possible.
Dave Filoni was like, yes, I can work again.
I can do something fun.
I've been slumming it in Tales of the Jedi. That's like 2% of the story.
Yes.
Here's my chance.
I can do something real now. I like the show a lot. I think I mentioned it to you, and then you started watching it.
Yes. Just to get in my impressions, I thought the show was good. And my overall review is the show is too long for the story it told. Yeah. I'm sure there's a grander story planned. I'm sure there's more seasons coming. I think it was a successful show. I think it had good word of mouth. But for the story they told here, I think 2 episodes is too much.
10 episodes.
10 episodes.
Yeah.
Because it was 10. I think maybe 8, 7 would have been better.
Fine.
But anyway, it's just the story stretched out. There's so many lightsaber fights.
Oh.
The story just doesn't really progress as fast as it needs to. There's a lot of the detective is following the clue trail kind of stuff.
And we know everything as the audience, because it's not just him. We don't just have his perspective, so it's a little boring.
Right.
At times.
I do know everything.
Yes, I do. And also, if you're like into the sequel stuff, which I'm not into, but both Inquisitors, the knight-looking one and the scary face one, the bird one.
The Plague Doctor.
They're the Plague Doctor. Is that what it's called?
That's what I call
community.
him.
I like that.
No, that's what he is.
Where's that from?
From history.
From history. Okay.
Remember
this is real life history.
This is real life. The Plague Doctors would wear these cloaks, and they would have these big masks that have beaks.
Okay.
That would protect them. They would go and help the sick, but somehow that mask would protect them. At least it was thought from getting infected.
And doctors don't wear this now?
No.
I've not seen this. Maybe you should bring it back. It'd be cool.
They're pretty scary looking.
But both of these guys, both of them die by Ahsoka's hand in later products. So I'm the whole time I'm going, yes, there's always lightsaber fights, but I know Maul doesn't die. I know these 2 Inquisitors can't die. And it was get on with it at a certain point. And they start killing off all these little lowly guys, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. Not the spy bot!
Right, because even the knight guy who looks like a Dark Souls character, Merrick, he dies in Ahsoka.
Ahsoka, that's right.
Completely unceremoniously.
Yeah.
He's just there.
Yeah.
In the first episode.
I thought it would have been way cooler if they had 2 new Inquisitors, because then I always kind of go, what's going to happen. But
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, but just to finish my point, I thought the show was too long, but I thought the show was really good, and I thought it had just really good writing, the best writing I've seen in Star Wars in a while. Getting into the character of Darth Maul, what's he going through, what's he thinking, what does he want? You know, he's kind of a tragic figure.
He is.
He's sort of a victim in a lot of ways, and you see that side of him. And then, really, I think the heart of the show, what makes it so interesting, is he and this young Twi'lek come together, and that was fascinating. I want to see more of that. So it was well done, and
the father and son piece with Lawson.
No, it's good, but it's not as interesting.
No, it's not. But look, I saw a StarWars.com post recently for Father's Day. Luke and Vader were number 4 in that list. There's not as many father-son pairings in Star Wars as you might think.
Who's number 1?
I think in this list it was Grogu and Mandalorian because they were trying to promote the movie.
All right.
But it's just nice to see a family in Star Wars. I like that.
No, it
Very
was
simple.
good. I liked that story a lot. I did, but
there wasn't a whole lot to it,
there's not and it will not progress.
according to you.
Well, we'll see. So anyway,
Wikipedia's on my side on this one.
Oh, good. Well, very good. So that is the basics of the show. We like the show. It's cool to see well-written Star Wars again, something I feel like I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
You know, just so many caveats with every Star Wars product. And this one was just really solid, strong writing, good characters, and like intelligent and interesting, you know, especially with some of the dark side stuff. So I think we can go through some key scenes.
This is good.
And whatever else maybe comes to mind, but I don't think we need to go episode by episode.
No,
mainly because I don't remember them all, and I didn't rewatch them. So
Yeah.
I will go off my intuition
been a
and
while.
feelings like a good Force user would.
Good. As you should.
What do you think Jedi test taking is like?
Well, we see it in episode 1.
The teacher's like, "That's wrong," and he goes, "I feel it's right."
I feel that's right.
Good answer.
Good answer.
You got me.
You passed the test.
Yeah.
Stupid.
But I think there's something like
There's
that.
something like that. I want to say here, I have a picture of Darth Maul.
That's excellent. Did that come from the Star Wars cards I got you?
It did. This is also a picture of Darth Sidious.
That's so good.
I just wanted to bring these out. I didn't know when to bring them out. Here they are. Thank you.
You put them up here.
I'll put them up here.
That's so
Put
good.
them up here.
I love
Oh,
those.
to
Let me
enjoy.
hold on, let me see those.
There you go.
Maybe part of this show should just be Star Wars merchandise.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I just didn't know when else they would come out.
Oh man, collect all 15 foil
Good
art
product.
cards.
Good product.
Yeah, that's cool.
They ain't doing that now.
That's cool.
They ain't doing that now.
Just to finish my point though, or the sort of structure here. Yeah, I think we'll hit the key scenes, and I think we'll close with some big picture ideas.
Yeah.
And how this fits into
Yeah.
the grand story of Star Wars, as informed by the prequels. Okay, you rewatched it more than me.
Yeah.
So I will rely on you to get us going.
It'd be helpful to speak in general movements, I think. The first 2 episodes are setting up Maul,
Okay.
setting up the Jedi. These are the episodes where Maul, he's just having fun. You're on this planet called Janix, which I thought this was Coruscant.
I did too.
It's kind of a bummer it wasn't. However,
But-
I think story-wise it wouldn't have made sense.
If you look closely, the buildings are shorter.
That's right.
But the confusing part is it shows there's like a second level, which
Yeah.
Coruscant, of course,
It looks
has
like
level.
it looks like that.
Yeah.
But then there's wide shots where, the city, it does end at some point.
And there's trees.
And there's trees.
Yeah.
Ain't no trees in Coruscant. So I liked these early episodes where Darth Maul, he's going gangbusters. I forget what, and he's plotting in the shadows. He's turning person against crime boss against crime boss. Cool.
Yeah, so the basic premise is there's Janix, there's a little bit of a criminal underworld, there's a Gran, there's this little guy named Vario, and there's Lawson, the police force. It was kind of cool to see the cops in Star Wars.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that. It was-
for sure.
It was neat. So he's a detective, he's working with the cops, but it's sort of like the cops, it's kind of a gangster Godfather type story.
That's right.
The cops and the local crime guys, the low-level crime bosses, there's sort of an uneasy truce there. There's sort of a give and take there. So you've got that element, and then suddenly there's this other strange element, like what is going on? The detectives and the cops are going, this is weird, this doesn't make sense. And there's sort of, rumors of the Darth Maul. Darth Maul is here. And what is Red Dawn? The name of
Crimson Dawn.
Crimson Dawn.
His
Crimson
organization.
Dawn. It's like people have heard of that. Has Crimson Dawn come to Janix? Anyway, that's the basic lay of the land.
I remember immediately going,
Is you've got these three factions. You've got the cops, you've got the local crime bosses, and you've got Darth Maul. And Darth Maul has entered in here, and he's kind of
are the Jedi not a faction?
no.
They're not really doing anything.
The Jedi are what you would call genocided.
Genocided.
Yes.
And Master Daki does not want to go outside.
No. But yeah, sure.
They become a faction later.
Fair point.
Later.
They are another element.
Yeah.
So you've got all these factions that are thrown into the mix.
I remember thinking immediately, why does Darth Maul want to do
I think it's a great question, and I don't think the show quite answers it.
I don't think it does either.
But there's hints.
You get some, I think I can talk to you later about what his goals are.
Yes.
But I kind of go, why is...
I thought we would close with that.
Okay. We're setting up now. We'll return to it. But these early episodes are cool. This is where you see Maul at his best.
He's
At his
just
best.
cool.
He is just cool.
His introduction, it's quoting Phantom Menace when he comes off that perfect center frame shot when he's coming down the plank.
Yeah.
And it's
Walks
just
the
it's
plank.
Phantom Menace, and they play Duel of the Fates.
Yep.
And it's awesome.
And he just wrecks some guys.
And you get to see the new lightsaber.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not the lightsaber, but the visualization. It looks a little different.
It's kind of like it's on fire.
Yeah.
There's like a flame element
yeah,
to it.
it's pretty neat.
And then I think you found this. There's all these sound effects when he swings. It's like Sam Witwer screaming.
No, I didn't find that.
Didn't find that. Well, there's a lot of times where he attacks where
Not a finder.
I hear samples of Darth Sidious's scream from episode 3 when he does the corkscrew.
Yeah.
I hear that occasionally, and then I hear just a lot of crazy sounds when he's swinging. I almost hear like motifs from Duel of the Fates and screams. They just put everything into this character. It's
Yeah.
cool. Now, I'd like to speak here about the visualization of Darth Maul in the show. What stood out to you,
Oh man.
if anything?
Well, with all day full, I think they changed his proportions. He's more of a monkey.
What? A monkey.
He's shaped like a monkey.
Okay.
His head's bigger.
Okay.
His body's smaller.
Yeah. Okay. I've
He's
seen it.
less imposing.
I had no idea what you were saying, but I see it now.
And with all Dave Filoni stuff, I don't know. The characters move so much; they're like spaghetti noodles.
Yeah, it's true.
So
Interesting.
that's what's coming to mind.
Okay.
But I think he's a less imposing figure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you remember in the Clone Wars at all, when he comes back from the dead, first of all, he's a spider.
Right.
You see a glimpse of that in the show.
And the horns are
the horns are huge.
Yeah.
His face is gaunt. He's very slender and very tall. And his legs are like chicken legs. He's a monster. I feel like in this show there was an effort to make him like in Rebels, call me old master. He is a mysterious figure. He is a interesting figure. Who is this guy? And then in season 7 of the Clone Wars, they kind of there's a hybrid of the two where, him and Ahsoka can have a conversation. She's not just like, ew, you're gross. So in this show, he's just kind of a dude. I think if you
they're humanizing him.
humanized completely.
Yeah.
If you didn't know he had robot legs early on, I think you'd be surprised when they go, oh, they're kicking his robot legs. Oh, he's got robot legs. Obviously, if you're a Star Wars fan, you know about it. But he does not have any sort of like visual tells that make him feel like, oh, he's got all these crazy things from his past. He
Sure.
seems very normal.
They're humanizing him so you can sympathize with him more.
Yes.
That's what they're doing.
Which I did.
Of
And
course.
it was successful.
Yeah, it worked. Yep.
I can't.
'Cause you're-
Yeah,
I mean, to put it simply, you're seeing things from his perspective.
that's right.
So he should not appear as a monster.
I can't sympathize
much.
with chickens.
No, not a human. It's a chicken.
They're making because visually he is Satan. Interesting project. It's an interesting project. I'm just saying he is Satan, right? We can all agree.
Red, black, horns. You look at that and you go, bad guy.
It's not in the Bible, but I think it's basically true. I think it is
Red,
true.
black.
Red, black, not good.
Red, black, Darth
Red, black, not
Vader. Red, black, Yoda.
You what?
Yeah,
Well, until on there.
it's weird.
My parents, as I said before, they didn't let me look at him. Anyway, so there's Darth Maul. He's cool. You watched again recently the introduction of the Jedi. Tell us about the Jedi.
The first scene with the Jedi, it's they're in hiding. It's a master and apprentice. This little turtle guy, I don't know this species.
I didn't look.
I called him Turtle Man.
Turtle Man.
Turtle Man and a young Twi'lek named Devin. You don't know who they are at first, but you come to find out they survived Order 66.
That's right.
They are in hiding. And it's not just Force users. These were Jedi. And you get this this classic Star Wars theme of the young and old, and the tension between the young and old.
You're hungry. You need to eat. They won't miss it.
I told you already. We do not steal.
I'm tired of begging.
We can always rely on the kindness of strangers.
That's great. Sets up the whole thing, and that's really the heart of the whole show. Is she is too impatient to listen to her master. The circumstances are such that there's no Jedi Order. There's no other Jedi to fall back on. Mm-hmm. It really doesn't make sense in her mind. And, it doesn't make sense to be patient. It makes sense to do things. It makes sense to maybe once she meets Darth Maul, it makes sense to maybe I'll start following this guy a little bit.
He lets me have fun. He lets me swing a lightsaber around.
Well, she resists him some, but it's just it makes sense. It makes sense why he's so attractive to her.
Yeah.
But anyway, but the morality is clear with them in that first scene because she wants to steal food and Daki, the master, just goes, "No, we don't do that. We're not going to steal food. We'll rely on the kindness of strangers." She does try to steal food, and instantly she bumps into a droid and drops all the fruit, and she's arrested.
She sucks.
And Daki just says, "Be patient." He just reminds her. The whole show is just him reminding her to be patient. And they give Daki a lot of failures, which makes it's making him seem like an undesirable, incompetent master.
And I think there are moments where he is wrong in this show. There are moments where that young old tension. I think the young have something to say. Mm-hmm. So I think that's going to come up later. But you're right. There's a lot of failures here early on.
But there is a very cool Jedi moment.
Oh my gosh!
Yes, you actually texted me. There's a Jedi moment.
A Jedi moment.
Before I watched the show.
Long story short, Maul goes to prison, and the whole time he's going, "There's someone else here for me."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, Darth Maul's on dating apps." No. There's something weird in these first episodes where the Force is bringing them together. There really is.
And Darth Maul is aware of that.
Yeah, and Daki's going, "Be patient, trust the Force." I'm like, "Okay, you sure about that?" Devin and Maul, they're meant to be brought together.
It seems so.
Brought together.
It seems so. Because Darth Maul there's parts where he's meditating and listening, and he's sort of following his intuition. Yeah. But he's sort of thinking, it's so interesting, again, humanizing the character. What is he listening to? Is that the dark side?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that bad?
I don't know.
What's going on? It seems pretty Jedi what you're doing. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a Qui-Gon Jinn sort of thing. Listen to the Force. Yeah. It's cool. It's sort of, he came here for one thing, to be the crime lord. And we'll talk about we'll discuss what his ultimate goal is later with, because why is he trying to sink his tendrils into the underworld? What's he trying to do?
I don't know.
But then this Devin thing, it's sort of a surprise, and he goes, "Oh, interesting, and maybe I want an apprentice, and I'll start teaching." Anyway,
it's cool. It's I would never expect a Darth Maul. Sorry. Let's be honest here. In Rebels, there's a very similar arc here where Darth Maul does try and corrupt Ezra, and he is partially successful. And he takes out the Master, something that is in the show as well. So there's
the Darth Maul does not kill.
No, but he blinds him. So he sidelines him for a time. So I kind of felt like I was seeing elements of a story that he wanted to tell in Rebels, but he could really do more here.
Yeah.
Kind of set free from the shackles of Disney XD. Which are quite restraining.
Forgot about that.
But it was funny in the show because he's always going, "I need this apprentice." And all his men are just like, "But dude, we have all this money. We got to go." And
the
just
Mandalorian.
consistently, everybody is just like, "Dude, this sucks." And
yeah, sure.
To be clear, Maul will risk everything in the show for Devin. Everything. For this vision of her.
I forgot that.
Everybody in his crew will die. Spybot.
Even Spybot?
Spybot goes down in the acid, dude. It goes down episode 9.
Spybot was cool.
That was cool. There's a whole beat when he dies, too. It's like, no.
Spybot was cool.
This show doesn't...
Spybot gets a lot of screen time.
He does. He's always cackling and laughing.
The plot relies on Spybot to move forward. And whose idea was it to say Darth Maul needs a sidekick? He needs a funny little sidekick.
I liked it.
A droid sidekick.
Well, you remember George Lucas had that.
For Darth
He had the little secret droid.
Yeah, but they had no personality. Spybot is a jokester.
Speak for yourself. I had a whole relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not.
He's a little flying saucer.
There's a deleted scene with that thing in Phantom Menace. Qui-Gon kills it.
Very
I'm
good.
glad it was cut. Anyway, so fast forwarding a lot. Maul does capture Devin, rescues her from prison, and some other crime guy, the little blue guy. Who cares? Docky has a cool Jedi moment.
A Jedi moment.
He causes a car crash.
He jumps off a balcony.
Onto a balcony.
Well, what's cool about it? It's not really the action so much. It's that he's in hiding, and his compassion for others pushes him to this place where he says, "The well-being of others is more important than my hiding.
Yes.
I will risk it."
He saves some lives, and Lawson immediately is like, huh? And then he disappears, but he exposed himself.
Yep, it's cool. It is cool.
Yeah.
Who is Lawson?
Brander Lawson. He seems to be. He's a
Chad.
He's a Harrison Ford-esque character from Blade Runner.
Sure, Deckard. Well, he's a detective working for the cops. He's a single dad. There's some divorce or separation. You come to find out.
I went deep into this.
Okay.
I feel like there's no line where they say we are divorced.
They're separated.
They are separated.
Yeah.
Which I kind of something about a divorce in Star Wars. I get the genre with the noir thing. That just broke my heart. But in this show, at one point Riley is like
the son. That's
the
his
son. I want to go see mom. He says, "Okay, I'll get some time off and we'll go together." So I went, "Okay, if you're divorced, I don't know if you would." There was still a connection there.
Got it. But they are separated, and they're separated because she went to work for the Empire. So there's one of the strongest things about the show, I think, is it did a good job exploring, I think, this era we haven't seen, which is sort of, what is it like when the Empire's in control, when you're just a dude?
Yeah.
You're just going to work. What is it like to this tension of, I really need to solve this crime. I don't really want the Empire to come, because when they come, they don't leave. It's going to make life harder for everybody.
And also my wife.
But that's the other thing. That's like the human element. But also the Empire is very competent, and they are going to get things done.
Yeah.
So I thought that was an interesting. It was a gray area for Star Wars. There's a lot of gray in this show. I thought it worked great though.
Yes.
Darth Maul being more sympathetic. Darth Maul aligning with the Jedi. Fighting a greater evil. And the cops sort of being entwined with the Empire. Just a lot of gray. I liked it. I thought it worked really well.
Yeah. And then, of course, later we'll talk about
just to finish your point, the wife being thrown into the mix just underscores all of that.
Absolutely.
The mom who's absent is working for the Empire.
Very real tension. I mean, can a Trump supporter and a Kamala Harris supporter be married? Unclear. I think this show says no. They'll be separated for a time. I appreciated the mom was not a sycophant. We see a lot in sequel Star Wars stuff. If you work for the Empire or something like that, you're raving mad. You just,
right.
But there's a scene where she basically like, "Hey, sweetie, I'm on the clock right now. Oh, okay. Just the Empire will take care of it. Bye." She's working a hard job. She's she's in the Empire.
I'm sure it's a well-paying job too.
Exactly. So I wanted to know more about that, and of course there is maybe some. There might be an affair angle as well.
Oh, with
because Brander has a fling with the purple lady.
The purple lady,
and
who runs the casino.
And at one point she says, "I'm free for dinner," and he kind of goes,
"Yeah." It's in the subtext.
And then later he's walking out, and there's a saxophone solo, and I'm just like, I've seen this before, and that's no good. But anyway, so
they have a long history as well.
They do.
She said back in the day he saved her life or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
But and that's another part of the crime angle of he's a cop, he's a detective. She is running a casino, which is, is that legal? How legal is that? Sort of on the gray area. Mm-hmm. But he's good friends with her. And she's like his way into the underworld.
That's right.
So again, it seems like this is all Star Wars underworld stuff. Mm-hmm. It's a chance to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I wonder, again, let's talk about it directly as we wrap up sort of the final
movement.
First movement.
Yes.
Well, let's return to this idea of just what is this show going for? What's the big ideas? But why was George Lucas's why the interest in the underworld?
That's
the untold story of Star Wars, maybe. But anyway, these are all the players. The stage is set. This is the first movement. What's the second
I'm
movement?
going to chew on that.
Oh.
But it ends with...
you got about 20 minutes.
Okay, great. it ends with Maul capturing Devin. Devin, of course, going, I don't want to talk to him. And
Yeah, 'cause
she frees herself at the end. She uses the Force. She does out herself.
she's just pure dogmatic.
Yeah.
Oh, you're bad.
You're bad.
I'm good. You're bad.
You got horns. But
Well, she's just like parroting, teachings she's heard, basically.
That's right. She is kind of unequipped for this. Mm-hmm. And he tells her basically, if you want to leave, you can.
She's in, what is she in? She's in kind of box.
Some sort of rail car, but
Yeah.
she can force push herself out easily.
Right.
And also, Darth Maul does not know her name. That's a key thing as well. So that's kind of how it ends. This is the high point of Maul. The next part begins when the Jedi start getting involved, and Maul and Devin start really chatting. But also, just to keep the plot moving, there's this creature named Two Boots.
Yeah, he's a robot.
He's a robot.
Yeah, we mentioned him briefly earlier.
And his distinctive character trait is he wears boots.
He's an old family friend of the Lawsons.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly how that worked, but he's been around. He's been with them a long time.
He's a partner.
But he's got a close relationship with Riley.
That's right. He is.
Riley's the one who named him Two Boots, I believe.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's a good point. And he gets coffee for Lawson. He also holds the coffee just to make him feel more human.
Yeah, you see these cop droids all over the show, but he wears boots. He's unique, and
not regulation.
Exactly.
He's a hypocrite.
He has to make a choice. He has to choose a side. But Two Boots is Lawson's partner, and there's tension there where Lawson has to work outside the law.
Yeah.
Lawson has to sort of read the room, see things the way they are, and go, look, we're not going to operate on the letter of the law on this one.
Well, the rules say lightsaber, you call Empire. Done. And Two Boots is like, you got to call the Empire. And Lawson's no.
Two Boots keeps wanting to push to call the Empire.
I thought Two Boots was very stupid at many points. And
well, he's a droid.
He's a droid. That was another cool thing, too. Again, Lawson, he's kind of like holding his whole planet together, it feels like at times. Because he's got his chief, his lady, but then there's all these robots. So it's kind of like, man, the morality of this universe, of this planet, is hanging by a thread.
Sure.
You just got this one competent cop, really. Anyway.
Detective.
So, let's get into it. The temptation scene.
What is this?
Cassius T. Please join me. You know my name, but I don't know yours. Perhaps we should start there.
My name?
Yes, it would be proper. Please sit.
What do you remember about it? Devin and Maul. Chit-chatting.
I remember about it.
We serves her tea.
I remember it was good. Well, the whole time she's in prison, so to speak, he's being very nice. He's charming. Yeah. Which is a side we've never seen of him. At least not that I remember.
I haven't seen that in Phantom Menace, that's for sure.
Not in Phantom Menace.
He didn't seem very charming.
He doesn't talk at all, hardly. But it's really, he's super charming. He's interesting. And he's not using force against her. He's not violent.
Nope.
You can leave at any time.
Yep. He wants to win her.
Yes. And yeah, there's a tea. Oh, it's coming back to me now. Yeah. He's sitting surrounded by candles and he's got tea.
Yep.
It's a very kind of vulnerable, but very normal thing to do as as a person. Let's just have some tea.
Let's just chat.
It's not weird.
No.
He's not supervillain at this point. Mm-hmm. But for whatever reason, she's intrigued by that and she goes and sits with him. Mm-hmm. And then what?
And then she goes, I'm done with this. Force pulls the lightsaber away. Now he's in darkness. And he goes, we'll do it your way. And he starts whispering to her in the shadows. And she's like, ah. And he's basically telling her, it's like, look, we're not that different. And that's kind of the first movement in this temptation is, I was cast aside, you were cast aside. The Jedi failed, the Republic failed you. And you've got a lot of talent. You should come to me. But then, so he has this persona. She tries to escape, and they start fighting. And this is where the Satan comes out. Because Darth Maul, he is Satan. I'm going to just go ahead and plant my feet on that position. He's Satan. He says...
He's a good guy.
You have no purpose, no hope. And he's whacking her lightsaber when he says this.
This is the accuser.
Yes. Your future was robbed for you, yet you sit idle. You were one of the few Jedi that survived. Now you squander that gift.
Your life is in ruin.
And she starts wailing on him. I think she's actually able to push him away. And she's able to get away. He does not stop her. But at the very end, again, he did not know her name. And he says, I'll see you later, Devin. And what's revealed there is, when you give into this, yes, it's quicker, it's more seductive, but you're revealing yourself. And he's able to, I think, find out her story through this interaction, this ballad of fighting. Mm-hmm. That was kind of cool.
That was very cool.
But again, he does not, he could very easily, he doesn't do that. Let her go. Let her go.
What is the dark side training?
This all seems pretty psychological to me, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
getting beyond the Jedi Code, Book of the Sith stuff.
Yeah, let's read that real quick. I got it bookmarked here. The Sith Code. Let's go back to that.
Excellent.
Peace is a lie. There's only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall free me.
I see that, Maul.
Very interesting.
I see that.
That first line, I think, is really interesting because this is an apparent time of peace. There's no peace.
There's no peace. This is a lie. Later, he'll say to Daki, yes, you survive, but you're not living.
Mm-hmm.
This meager existence you have as street rats hiding until the Force raises you up or whatever, that's nothing. You deserve to lead. Later, he'll say, you should be leading these people. You've got this power. You have the right to rule. And I think there's actually a note of truth there because when Devin goes back to Daki, he's like, oh, thank you for coming back. Great. And Devin goes, we know where Darth Maul is. We got to go help these people. They're not equipped to deal with this. And Daki's just like, well, these people don't really want our help right now. And she just goes, look, dude, this is Darth Maul. And he goes along with it. I'm not really sure how she exactly finishes that sale, but that's one note where I think she's right, where it's like, yes, we're not Jedi now, but we can go out. We can help these people. We can do something tangible here. Now, of course, that's the youthful impulse. It's not going to work out for her. But I think also Daki what's just set in her hands is not great either. So that all kind of comes to play there.
But he was the one who revealed himself earlier.
Daki?
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's a good point.
So.
Mm-hmm. Now, he did hide again.
He did hide again.
Now, then Daki and Lawson, they do have a kind of friendship where he's like, hey, have you seen my niece? And
who looks nothing like
Lawson's
me.
like,
who's a different
your niece,
a
different species. Hey, don't be specious. Families come in all shapes and sizes.
Right.
So yeah, I think there's an element of truth in what Evan's saying, but I think you're right. Daki's heart is there the whole time.
Is where?
Wanting to help people.
Yeah, I think
he's almost like when I'm pushed to the ultimate.
He's been trained to do for the past 50 years
exactly.
or whatever.
Exactly.
I think that dark side training is interesting. That accusation is interesting, where it's like the Sith code. It's all about power, and there's something interesting there where those accusations are so me focused. It's like narcissistic. Mm-hmm. That's interesting there, where even though it's an accusation and it's pointing out your faults, at the end of the day, that's still kind of narcissism because it's still, I don't know, it's giving you this drive to be better, just to be better, rather than
in a selfish way,
turn towards others,
anybody,
right?
Serve anybody, not for their good,
right?
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah,
and as I think you've pointed out before, just that maybe it was Casey, but that the accuser, just take Palpatine, Darth Sidious, when he's accusing, Anakin and the Jedi, you become enslaved to that accusation because your whole view of reality is tied to that now.
Yeah,
I'm not good enough. I should be doing more.
Yeah,
it is very psychological, like you said. It's like an enslavement tactic, but it's very empowering.
It's like Daki. He's very confident in who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm a Jedi.
That's right.
When the time comes, I will return to being this person. But right now, the Force has us on ice.
Because she's young, and she, it's unfortunate that Order 66 happened when it did. Because she's a Padawan. I don't think she's a Jedi Knight. Maybe it doesn't go into it, but she's young, so she's a Padawan, most likely. Hasn't gone through the trials, hasn't had a chance to prove herself. A young person, you got to go through that. You have to have some wins to get to the point where you say, I'm confident enough to resist this temptation. Mm-hmm. Where you hear an accusation, you're like, I'm good.
I'm good. I believe in Jesus Christ.
Right.
Yeah, it's not there. Yeah, that's a great point.
It's very, very psychological.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an enslavement tactic by tempting her with power, I think.
Yeah. And what's sad is Maul is aware of that in his own story. We'll get there later, and I'm not sure what his relationship is with that.
Yeah.
He accuses himself as well.
He hasn't dealt with it in a healthy way.
No.
But what's also interesting is he opens with that, we're more alike than you think.
Exactly.
But then that, I don't know, that kind of falls away.
Yeah. That's right.
It's good, though. One of the best scenes in the whole show.
I agree.
Worth watching for that alone, almost. Mm-hmm. That relationship, he and Devin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think we should also mention a good scene with Lawson and his son.
That's right.
He goes, he's like a single dad, basically. He's trying to juggle all these things. He's trying to... solve the case. He's got the Empire breathing down his neck. He's got Two Boots who's betraying him, basically.
He shuts him off at one point.
Yeah.
That wasn't great.
And then all, just the pressures of being a dad, all these things collapse onto, I need to get to my son's soccer game.
Yeah.
It's actually, no, it's not soccer. This was like a deep cut. It was really good. It takes the stupid wiffle ball thing that is in Anakin's bedroom.
That's right.
And that's the game.
Yeah.
It was
I saw the name of it. What was the name of it?
I don't know. I didn't catch it. It was cool though. That was really cool. Which is that's one of the dumbest low effort things in Phantom Menace is they just took this plastic toy.
There it is.
And they spray painted it, chrome. There it is. Space toy.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
And
but he goes and he's like, yeah, I'll go see my son. And he's there for 2 seconds and he's called away. So, and then Riley sees him. So that was an interesting element in there. We've got the father and son story, but it's not right. No. It's askew.
Yeah.
Something's
got to give in his life.
Yeah.
He can't keep doing all this. He can't keep all these plates spinning, and
that's right.
Very soon they will crash.
What's cool though is that Riley sort of forgives him and sees my dad's just trying.
He's trying.
So you sort of have the Riley Lawson story, and you've got the Devin Docky story.
That's right.
And they make like the opposite choice, kind of. Mm-hmm. It's a good element.
There's like three father-daughter relationships throughout.
Okay, so Riley, Devin, and who else?
Riley. Well, there's 2 people warring for Devin's soul.
Oh, got it.
2 different parents.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Dark father, light father, kind of thing.
Sure.
Just to keep the plot moving, this ends with Lawson going, I don't care about the Empire. We're going to do it our way. We're going to go get these guys. Does not go well.
What pushes him to that point?
I think his superior is breathing down his neck. Yeah. Maul is going to leave, I think, too. And this is a final showdown. He goes in there. They get their butts handed to them. And there's a duel between Maul and the 2 Jedi. So they reveal themselves.
It's pretty sweet.
Our powers are meant to be used only in the service of others.
And look where that's gotten you. Crushed under the heel of those who are in truth inferior to you. It is your unwillingness to use your power that makes you weak.
That is your delusion.
Then let us discover the truth.
I think there were, I hate to say it, I think there were maybe too many lightsaber fights in this show.
Hard to say that, but I think you're right.
It is hard to say that. I mean, it's sort of painful to say that. But I think that's another reason the show being shorter works better.
The lightsaber fights didn't always feel inconsequential.
The first one is so explosive with Darth Maul, and you just see blue lightsaber illuminate the darkness. Yeah. Epic.
And they're dueling.
And you see this little guy's Turtle Man, who's been so, super reserved, and it's cool. It's an explosive moment. I loved it. But then you get 2 Inquisitors. You get a lot of red lightsabers. Just
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader's in the show. Yeah, it's too much of a good thing. Too much of a good thing.
And most of these fights didn't really result in anything.
Now, but it is worth mentioning the filmmaking on the fights was awesome.
The choreography was
choreography and the editing. I mean, it was like anime editing.
Yes,
it was
you're right,
so fast. It was ridiculously fast. You can never do it in live action. It was cool.
I feel like I was seeing, and I really liked that fight with Ahsoka and Maul in season 7, and they did the mocap there, which was cool. But I felt like they were able to just do animation unleashed. They were able to play to all of the strengths.
Yeah.
I loved it.
There's some crazy edits in there.
I watched a couple of edits over and over again. I don't know how they do that.
There's a moment when they're on the train, I think, and it's like, what is it? You just see, I think you see Darth Maul for like a frame as he's flying jumping towards to kill the guy.
So cool.
Something like that.
So cool. This does not work. Maul gets away. The Jedi, they hurt his leg a little bit. But anyway,
it becomes a huge plot point.
His legs hurt. His poor legs. It ends with the droid going, look, we can't do it. I'm going to override my master. I'm calling the Empire.
2 Boots. Yeah. Betrays.
Star Destroyer shows up. Yes, betrays him. He betrays him. So the droid master relationship was broken.
He thinks that he is serving a greater good.
That's right.
That's what he thinks.
That's right.
Which is his programming.
That's right.
2 Boots is a little bit of a confusing character. Mm-hmm. It's like, what is he programmed to do? Droids do not have an inner moral life. Mm-hmm. They're not.
Where he clearly does change and clearly learns and feels guilt.
So I mean, it's a nice story, but I'm wondering what's going on in the deeper
in the circuits.
Yes. And droids act in unexpected ways, like R2-D2. His mind's never been wiped. He's a very special droid.
That's right.
The Force uses R2-D2. But anyway.
He wears boots.
The boot, yeah.
The boots do a lot.
They probably do.
There's a really funny part later when the regulation says you can't wear boots. He takes them off. And then Riley goes, I could always tell it's you. Even without the boots. I went, no.
How could you tell?
No.
He's got a relationship with Riley. It's almost
sweet.
a
It's
deeper
sweet.
relationship than with the dad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're right.
I would like to think there's something in his programming where I'm programmed to serve the law, but also I'm programmed to serve my partner. It's like these two.
They come into collision.
Yeah.
That was cool. Well,
even the droid has to choose.
That's right. The Empire shows up, and this is now a new reset of the story where now everybody's hiding, the Jedi and Maul.
Right.
Completely. And very quickly you learn these guys suck. Which we knew.
Who sucks?
The Empire.
Yes.
They just go ahead and kill this supervisor lady.
Yeah, right.
And they're not very good. They suck. They're mean. And you've got Lawson now very quickly gets a mesh with the Jedi. The Jedi go to live with him for a minute.
I believe they eat pizza.
Was there pizza?
I believe there's pizza.
That's really funny. That's really funny.
Yeah,
But
it was like Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
Because Docky looks like a turtle, but he's also a sort of Master Splinter.
That's right. Okay.
And
That's perfect.
There's pizza.
He just shows up, which I didn't think was a very Docky thing to do. Showing up, we have nowhere else to turn. And then a moment later, the Inquisitors show up and like beat down the door, and it's just like there was a funny scene with Devin and Riley. You know, Riley's trying to clean up his room. He's like, "Oh, is your bedroom?"
Yeah, I like
Is that
them being
your mom?
together. Yeah, it was good.
It's a sweet thing.
Yeah.
You know,
because it's just two young people.
And later, she has to protect him. So it's just this. I don't know. It's sweet to see them together.
Yeah,
But
it was good.
The main conflict here is going to be Docky and Lawson get separated from Riley and Devin. There's a whole gunship chase at some point. I'm remembering that now. There's Inquisitors hunting. Who cares? But Riley and Devin get in some trouble with one of the Inquisitors. And who should show up to help?
Darth Maul?
Darth Maul.
It's on the train.
On a train. Yeah, that's the train fight. I don't remember the train fight. I didn't watch it again. I don't remember anything about it. It was cool.
Darth Maul shows up. That's right. He is the savior.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
He's just, and then he doesn't ask anything for his help. He just leaves at the end. He just shows up and helps and leaves. And that's, you just start to see there's these nuances in his character.
Yeah, he's very interesting. You know, don't forget in his death scene in Rebels.
Yes,
he's like a deathbed conversion.
That's right.
To the light side.
That's right.
Tell me, is it the chosen one?
He is. He will avenge us.
It's sweet. It's sweet.
He's a complex guy.
He's tortured. I mean, his story, we'll see it later. It's not good. I feel pity for him.
He's a victim.
He's a victim.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And then he's a perpetrator in a lot of ways.
Yeah, he victimizes others. I've heard abused parents sometimes abuse children.
Should we talk about is it his flashback scene?
Yeah, so just to fast forward to get to that. At some point, because he did that, he endangers his people. His people get cornered. At one point, the Mandalorians just want to leave and they get ruined.
Yeah. They're sort of divided.
Two Inquisitors show up.
There's like a loyal one,
That's
loyal
right.
to him, but then there's some that are just kind of intimate for the money and
yeah. And there's one moment where you see an Inquisitor bowing before someone. Ooh, is that Darth Vader? And then another Inquisitor shows up. Now there's two of them, and they hunt down Maul, and he is no match for two Inquisitors. And he's trying to help his guys get away. So he is loyal to his people too. And they stomp him. They stomp him. Poor guy.
He falls through the floor.
He falls through the floor. His leg is beat up, and he's in the sewers. And you get this whole episode now, where you see his tortured backstory. Do you remember what you saw?
Yeah, you see him with Savage when they're young, and he has no tattoos.
No tattoos.
But you see the moment, I believe, when Sidious comes and kind of
Takes him away. And Savage goes, "No, my brother. Where are you going?" And Sidious he's torturing him. I think there's one moment where Child Maul fights Sidious, and Sidious goes, "That's pathetic." He just zaps him. He's just screaming. And this is where a lot. Oh, there's this great moment as a prequel fan. There's a POV of Obi-Wan slashing him in half.
Yes, that was a crazy shot.
It was like, what? It's just
this thing haunts him.
You don't really know what's happening until you see the green lights and go vroom.
Yeah, that was amazing.
And then he actually just shows shots from the Clone Wars. I thought that was cool. I thought that was just do it. Yeah, he's had it hard, and you kind of start to go, okay, father's another father-son relationship here.
Yeah, right.
But Papa Pal got rid of his son.
Yeah, disposed of him.
When
a new one, when it was opportunity.
That's
the
right.
Opportunity to find a new one, better one.
Bad foster care parent.
Yeah.
And basically, you start to see here, he's got this whole arc where he is, he's mad. I have this whole line here. It's cool. You see him talking to a reflection of himself in a puddle.
Right.
And it's his younger self.
I'm sorry. It's all right. It's all right. I won't let him do this to anyone else.
Right, so he's mostly motivated by revenge.
But there's a sweet inner peace there where he is, I think he is at his lowest moment here. He is angry. He is dealing with his hate, and he is talking to his child self. And I think there's some acceptance. There's some acceptance there. But then later he'll go, my home, my family, my brother, all taken from me. Sidious, you did this to me. So it is still revenge, but there is some inner peace in Maul. He's dealing with it a little
That's
bit.
like the first baby steps in caring about others is look at your past self.
Yeah.
Can you forgive your past self? Do you have pity on your past self?
That's right.
So that his first steps into a larger world.
But then he says, I won't let this happen to anyone else. I'm just kind of going,
aren't you doing that to Devin?
Exactly.
Yeah. He doesn't see it that way.
Doesn't see it that way. I think in his mind, he was promised power. He was promised authority, belonging. I think he wants to give all those things to Devin. I don't think he just views Devin as this is a tool, I'll discard her like Sidious did. I think very realistically, this is a successor. This is somewhat a partner, potentially.
Yeah, right.
This is not Sidious, I'm going to dominate your will. But
does Darth Maul believe in the rule of two? What's he believe?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know.
But I think he's going, I can give this girl a life. I can give her what I was promised, actually. And we can have our revenge together. But the irony is, of course...
What is his one line in The Phantom Menace?
At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge.
That's right. It's all about revenge to him. And, it's kind of interesting now. It's kind of like, Maul, what revenge are you talking about? Does that matter to you? I don't really know. I didn't really get into that, but...
You wonder what his life was like on Dathomir, I guess.
Yeah.
Not very good if Sidious came and,
Boy, he wanted to go. But it is sad and ironic, too, because I think Darth Maul does not realize he is doing this to Devin. He is twisting her mind. He's torturing her psychologically. And later he will betray her. So.
He does?
Yeah, I would say so.
When does he do that?
Well, betray is a strong word.
Yeah.
In the end of the show, he murders Daki.
He does not. He does not murder Daki. He
betrays Daki.
Darth Vader kills Daki.
Okay. Well.
Yes. It would be incorrect to say that.
Fair enough. But you know what I'm trying to say. He sacrifices Daki as a chess move to get Devin.
Correct.
He betrays Daki.
Correct.
The whole time Daki's saying it's going to happen. We don't need to get there yet. Sorry. But, this whole, I'm going to leave it up to you thing. That's not really what happens at the end. At the end, he kind of just starts, you're mine now.
He's got a bigger plan. He's scheming. He wants to ingratiate himself into the underworld. There's this whole subplot where he's like picking up underworld bosses like chess pieces on his side, and he ends up inheriting the whole Pike Empire.
Yep. Why?
Not sure exactly, but again, you've got this connection to Solo and Dryden Voss, and Darth Maul's building this criminal underworld in the shadows. It's pretty interesting. It's like all the refuse of everything the Empire and Palpatine did.
That's right.
Maul's like, you forgot about me.
You forgot about me. You put me in the garbage bin.
Yep. But in the garbage bin, I found many allies. Something like that.
Maybe that's what George Lucas was interested in. The refuse.
Seems so.
But I think in his story, it's about the New Republic, and there's always going to be corruption. And how do you deal with the corruption? The corruption will always be against the new thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's kind of the story he wanted to tell there.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
The second to last arc is they have to get off planet. They're being hunted. But now the Jedi and the Sith, they have to work together. They have to. Great line in the trailer. I don't remember where it actually is in the show where it says, we have a common enemy, but us and Maul will never be allies.
Who said that?
Daki.
Yeah.
It's a great line where again, the plot is just shifting for a moment. And I want to hit this too. When Devin comes back from the fight on the train, Dockie's just like, how'd you get away? And she goes, oh,
Right, she lies, or she's not totally
I feel like the thing with Dockie here is the plot moves so fast. Dockie, he is not accustomed to this hyper-vigilance, I feel like. The plot moves so fast on him. He just cannot keep up. I think he always thinks he has more time than he does.
Yeah.
Where I think if you talk to Devin and go, oh, you were hanging out with Darth Maul again? Also, when Devin comes back for the first Darth Maul capture, he doesn't even ask about it. Doesn't really press into it. So did you guys talk? I feel like that was a missed opportunity. I feel like he did not quite realize Satan has her heart. You guys start really fighting for it.
Yeah.
There's a moment later in this arc where Darth Vader shows up where Dockie's going to go, I'm going to go scout. He leaves Devin and Maul together. Leaves Satan.
I found that unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Maybe some bad writing.
Some bad writing, but okay. But in this arc, it's cool because Maul and the Jedi have to work together. And to be clear, Maul, there is real trust between these people. There's this fight scene where they cross this chasm.
And because Maul has, he lost hard.
He lost hard.
He
needs their help.
Yes.
But he's not just like, I'm going to dispose of you at the first possible moment. When it's time to cross the acid chasm, let's send let's send Riley and Lawson first. Let's send the weak people first. And he goes last. He serves them. He does serve them.
What a hero.
I mean, honestly, he serves them. That was an interesting moment where there's so many points where I'm like...
But you said he's literally Satan.
There's
there's humanity.
Is there nothing to pity in
There's
Satan?
There's good in him.
Is there nothing to pity in Satan's story?
No. Probably not. There's good in him. There's good not in Satan, in Darth Maul.
In Darth Maul.
There's good in him.
So, yes. It was cool because Dockie and Devin, they have to literally trust each other. And they have to go, Darth Maul's like, aggression. And Dockie's like, patience. So it's just like, consistently, it's always like, where are we going to go with here? And something interesting, too, that's just done very quickly is Devin starts getting these dreams, these visions. And they're from Maul. Maul is in her head. There's this point where they have the rendezvous together, and it's like, I saw the statue, and we were...
Right.
And it's just this weird moment. It doesn't really talk about it, but he is sending her force emails.
Yeah, right. Interesting.
But we'll get to the end here. Someone shows up.
Yep. An old friend.
Someone shows up.
Dark Father himself. I didn't expect to see him. There he is. Darth.
On the Coke can.
On the Coke can.
That is cool. I like that
the Empire shot. Yeah, it's good. It's cool. What is the shot from?
I have no idea. Looks like Empire 2. Look at the window for Luke.
Probably.
Okay, I have to ask you. You're the resident expert on this one subject. Did you like the design of Vader?
No.
Okay.
It was the red lenses from A New Hope.
I couldn't remember if he had them or not.
It was red. Yep.
This man hates those.
The black looks better. Just black. All black
so
looks
cool.
better.
It was funny to me because after this anime-style fighting where it's just so cool.
Yes, you've got Frankenstein.
Darth Vader, he's just like, I'm going to walk and I'm just go.
He's concerned about his calories. He doesn't have many to spend.
The storytelling was just, he is just better than them. Run away. He doesn't need to do all these cool moves.
He's just a beast.
And I thought that was actually, now I'm thinking about it, this kind of cool marriage of the prequel trilogy and the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Because Darth Vader is powerful, yet he's not doing, a 450 front flip.
Yep.
So it's...
Samurai fighting.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. So Dryden Voss is going to come pick him up.
And Darth Maul does not know who he is. Very interesting.
Who Maul is.
Maul does not know who Vader is.
That's right. He's like, this is their first meeting. That's right.
And he doesn't put together, this is Anakin Skywalker, the chosen one. He's been twisted into this thing.
Were you hoping for some sort of dialogue between them?
Sure.
I was
gets
hoping
into the Dave Filoni quote.
I was hoping for that a lot, and I felt disappointed that wasn't there. But yes, I actually have.
Maybe they're saving it.
I have something here. This is what Dave Filoni said about Darth Vader. We can probably play it if we want to, but here's some snippets.
Key to Vader for me is that he's not Anakin. He doesn't recognize that. He can't. Anything that reminds him of Anakin, he's going to destroy. So when he sees a Jedi, he's going to destroy the Jedi because the Jedi would remind him unconsciously or consciously that he betrayed all of his friends and everything he knew and the life he grew up with. For what? For nothing. He lost everything. He made a bad trade. He was lied to. He was deceived. He can't accept that truth. He is a destroyer, Darth Vader, and critically, only his son, only his offspring could make him spark, could make him see something. But first, selfishly, you and I can rule the galaxy. And the reason for that is because this is George's character. This is the backbone of the whole thing. And you don't want to do anything that interrupts that or changes that or diverts that. And this doesn't do it, because this is the price you pay when you give into your anger, when you give into that terrible side of yourself. And it should terrify all of us, because we're all capable of that.
I felt like he was analyzing George's spiritual project with Darth Vader, and he literally said, if you dare to put Vader into a story, you have to respect that. And so I felt like he was going, and now look, is there moments where we see Darth Vader having more of a character?
Well, let's just be real clear about it. Darth Vader does not speak in the Darth Maul show.
No lines.
Does Darth Vader speak in the original trilogy? Yes, he does. He's a bit of a chatterbox, actually.
Don't be too proud of this technological terror you've constructed. The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force.
Well said. I think there was going to be a happy medium.
Yeah.
But the story, Darth Vader kind of showed up as a final boss. He was not really meant to do more.
It's not as bad as this, but it is the same sort of issue as Luke in Force Awakens. His character's too big. What do we do? Well, we'll just
have me Frankenstein.
We won't do anything.
That's a good point. You could have done a lot more with him.
Not as bad as that.
Not as bad. And I feel like what he said made sense, but they could have done more. I think, and it would have been just fine. You could have done that. He didn't have to have some cathartic moment. He could have just said, "Die, Jedi, die."
He played Force Unleashed. That opening scene with Vader's pretty.
He's talking,
and it's pretty well done.
Yes.
But to Dave's credit, and George was still around at that time.
That's right.
So
he could guide it. Maybe Dave Filoni is going, I can't trust myself if I write Vader.
Call him up.
That's a good point.
Call George.
That's right.
Go to the museum.
George Lucas. He will soon be in the Minions movie.
I heard that, yeah.
I think you told me that.
That'll be cool. Got to see it.
So anyway, Darth Vader, Dryden Voss is coming to pick him up. Vader's pushing him down. We're pushed into this final confrontation. There's two outcomes. Number one, Lawson has to go out in a blaze of glory.
Yes.
Riley.
Heroic sacrifice.
He says, "Stupid, Riley, take care of Riley." Now, what I saw, personally, he goes down swinging into some fog.
He does not die on screen.
Does not die on screen.
Yes.
Don't hear a scream. Don't hear nothing. Now, Wikipedia, I was just doing some research today. Wikipedia is not what it used to be. We can talk more about that, but we will spare our listeners. But I went to that page and it said, hey guys, hold on. 2 people are editing this page right now.
Right now?
It just said, there's a banner and said, no one else should touch this, guys. They're working on it. And I'm scrolling. I'm like, okay, cool. Tell me about what this character does.
Which page was it?
This is
Brander Lawson.
Brander Lawson.
Okay.
And literally, it went through the first 2 episodes. I hadn't even got to the rest of it. I'm like, this show's been out for like a month now. And because of that,
maybe there's a battle.
Because of that,
there's a battle behind the scenes of Wikipedia.
I don't know. But because of that,
no, he died. No, he didn't.
There is no death column.
Yeah, they don't know.
There's a stat page. It says born ABY, died ABY. There's no death.
Interesting.
There's no death. Which personally, I kind of go. There's so much more story to do with him.
Yeah,
with
he's
the
cool.
mom,
He's
with
cool.
the son.
Like
Two Boots is barely a character. You can't get rid of Lawson. You cannot.
It was just good to have a dad in Star Wars again.
Yes, it was.
This is a guy. It's masculine energy. He's not a loser, hermit, Luke Skywalker. He's not teenage, because Kylo Ren is basically like a teenager kind of character, lashing out. He's a guy.
Look,
it was good.
I will buy you a 12-pack of Coke Zeros if he's dead. I do not believe it at all that he is dead.
I don't want Coke Zero.
Dr. Pepper then. Very well. You drive a hard bargain.
No, well, now look, to be clear, I'm not arguing.
You're
he's
not pro
dead.
death. You're not pro death.
I'm not. I have not expressed an opinion.
I see.
At all.
Okay.
You may remember the first words out of my mouth were, "He did not die on screen."
That's right. What do you think happened?
I don't even know if they themselves know.
That's true. Fair enough. They're keeping the options open. The Dave Filoni way.
Hey, I hope he's alive. He's a cool character. Okay. I would like to see he and Riley grow and become, I don't know, father and son duo.
Yeah.
It would be great.
Son of the Law. Law Son.
Yeah, that was a very George Lucas kind of name. Son of the Law.
It just has everything in the name. On the other side of this confrontation, we have Docky and Maul fighting Vader together. Cool fight. Vader can't be beaten, obviously. And Maul takes this is his moment where he will betray Docky. He will force push him into Vader, cause him to stagger, lose momentum in the fight. Darth Vader does kill Docky. And what happens then? Devin cries. This is great moment where she's got these tear stains and she screams. She gives into her rage, and for some reason she loses her lightsaber. Darth Maul's there, and he's watching. He's kind of like, yes. Now she's got a red lightsaber from Darth Maul, and the music's swelling, and you can just tell he's like,
because he has his
I got
lightsaber
what I
can
wanted.
split into two now.
Yeah, two.
Pretty cool.
You can just tell he's taking the victory lap here. He's enjoying it. Devin's soul is now his. But it's sad. You're seeing this girl, it's a sad ending for her, obviously. They get away, and she's on the starship, and she is just distraught. I mean, everybody on the starship is distraught, except for Maul. And then she goes to Devin, and Devin just says,
All right. I'm ready.
And it cuts up to Maul's eyes, and he's just like,
that's how it ends.
It ends. And I believe there's the bells, and there's like a really soft, sad, mournful strings as well. And that's how the story ends. So, as a fan of the show, I'm going, I like Darth Maul, yes, but also I don't want Darth Maul to win. I feel like he won at the end. So I'm hoping that they're doing more. They're doing more.
It's complicated because there's enough good in him where you're going, something else was happening with you.
Yeah.
You're clearly opposed to Palpatine, and he's listening to the Force. He's curious. He's like, oh, what's happening? I should follow this.
That's right.
Dark side doesn't really work that way.
No.
I don't think. No. Dark side's more about, I'll make the Force do what I want.
Do what I want.
So, yes, it is sad. It's a tragic ending, but it's interesting too.
Yeah.
You want to see more.
I do want to see more. I will be excited for season 2.
It's so gray. I think it was a good exploration of again, the between the trilogies. It's not clear who's right or wrong. Enemies are suddenly allies.
Because look, Maul's going, I want to take down Palpatine. I want to take down the Empire.
Yep.
Now he probably goes, and then I'll be in charge. President Maul.
Maybe.
But,
yeah.
The Jedi are also going, we're going to just sit on Dagobah. We are just going to sit this one out. So, he's at least trying to do something. Interesting thinking about it now. You got Acolyte and Maul. Both these kind of stories that end with dark side seduction succeeding.
Maul was better.
It was. It was not good in both of them, but the tragedy element was very clear in this show. I think the bells made it clear.
The bells.
And the Docky does not have the sins of what's his face, Soul, to deal with. So he doesn't have as much baggage there. What happened to Docky was not right. Where if Soul, you kind of go,
oh, you lied, and
you lied, you have these problems. Yeah. I guess you're being judged, whatever. So that story is kind of weird to read. So I did like this one a lot. I think what's cool about it is I think what you're saying is the Sith think they can make the Force serve them. But I think what's really happening is, and when you think about the spiritual element is, you are always serving your passions. You are serving the dark side.
You're a slave.
You think you're in charge, but you are serving this beast. The beast of the end times, as Plagueis called it. What is that line in the opening prologue? It's crazy.
I don't know.
The beast.
It is awesome.
Anywho, but
you think that's the Sithari? The beast?
Something like
the same
that.
Being?
I think so.
They have foretold the coming of a perfect being, the Sithari.
Yeah, KOTOR. I'm not sure.
Very cool.
Everybody thinks they're it, but they I don't know. It's this thing where I think they are blind. I think the Christian lens of you will be a slave to sin. I think it informs that. With a Jedi, they're clear. We are servants, and by that they're set free.
Darth Vader is the ultimate picture of that.
Absolutely.
He's a machine. He's lost so much of his humanity.
Yeah.
He's literally enslaved to this suit, but then also that great line in Return of the Jedi, I must serve my master. You don't understand, Luke, I must obey my master.
That's right.
Everything I am is because of him.
It's subservient to him.
Really
Does
good.
Luke actually, when Darth Vader offers to Luke to join him, is that's sincere?
It's
together we can rule the galaxy.
What do you mean by sincere?
Does he actually want to kill the Emperor?
Yes.
Is
it for the right reasons? No.
By Return of the Jedi, it seems like he's moved on from that. He kind of goes, I'm not going to get that. I have to kill him. I either kill him or I kill the Emperor. It's kind of two options.
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. It's sincere in that he wants it, but he still doesn't get it yet.
That's right. That's right.
By the way, Toy Story 3 rips that scene off. It's awesome.
Good. Okay. Sweet.
In Toy Story 3, it's a baby.
Oh.
He picks up the bear, the evil bear.
Okay.
Who's very much a Satan character. He's accusing them all the time.
Yeah. Sweet.
It is literally Return of the Jedi.
Sweet.
He picks him up. The bear has a cane. He drops the cane. He's holding him like this. Dunk.
Does the baby die?
No.
From his wounds?
It's a complete eschatological reality where all is made right.
Excellent.
Actually,
Sounds
the ending is the baby, Barbie and Ken, who were made for each other,
literally come
together. They're wearing the same gold sequin outfits, and the baby is there in a gold sequin diaper. It's
perfect.
The first family.
Perfect.
Yeah,
what more could you want?
It's awesome
from a Toy Story film. Yeah, I thought the show was pretty good. I was impressed by it. I want to see more of these characters.
It's the writing. The writing's really strong.
It is.
And it's deep and interesting. And it's that Star Wars, what you crave from Star Wars. Russell Crowe, of all people, had a great quote recently talking about Gladiator 2. He said the reason it didn't work is there was no moral story. The reason you love Gladiator, people are watching this, it's not the action scenes. Mm-hmm. It's that this is a good man who's having to make moral choices. Mm-hmm. And you want that story. Very insightful. He's basically saying audiences want that. They may not realize they want that. That's what they want. They want to see a character make a good choice. And I haven't seen Gladiator 2, but he was saying that's not in that film. It shouldn't have been made.
It was a little bit.
That's what he said, but he's right. Yeah. His major point is
right.
So with Star Wars, that's what you want. Mm-hmm. You want that scene. There's good in him. Mm-hmm. Join me, Father. I join you. You join me, Father. That's what you want out of Star Wars. You want the Force will be with you always. That's what you crave from Star Wars. And this show had that. Yeah. It's super interesting. The dark side training, the interplay of old and young. Mm-hmm. And what was kind of cool about it was we're seeing this old theme of temptation, passion, the quick and easy path, which Yoda talks about. But you watch Empire and it's kind of like, I don't know, you kind of have to watch Empire twice to understand why didn't Luke make the wrong choice? It seemed like he was helping his friends, but no, it was the wrong choice, but it's not quite. Yeah. In this show, it's super clear. Yeah. It's super clear. And I think the sort of gray setting of Darth Maul actually seems kind of like an ally. All that was great.
Empire's bad.
You know, I felt like this was in the ideas and the morality, this show was really strong.
Very strong.
Much stronger than Star Wars is. You know, we watched The Mandalorian, and I liked the movie. You liked it as well, more or less. But everything wrong with that movie kind of light on the meaty storytelling. This show did really well.
Very heavy. Full course meal. Stretched over too many episodes, but full course
That's
meal.
Right.
I really appreciated the ability to have a deep dive into a character. These Tales of the Jedi things, Tales of the Empire, they're always these small fruit snacks where I'm like, I want more.
Yeah, right.
And I think they finally found a character where that works. There's richness there.
You leave this satisfied.
Yeah, and I know the character's fate. I know where he began. I know where he ends. And yet, I'm going, I want more. So, now as a fan, what are your predictions for the future? Because I like the Darth Talon thing, but I'm going, as a human, I go, I don't want
This
her.
is the back door to retcon everything. To retcon the sequels. That's my prediction.
Okay.
I'll be happy to be wrong. Okay. But that's where I'm planting my flag.
I do not want Devin to become Darth Talon. I do not want that. The story should end with her not being that.
Well, what if she becomes that and there's more story to tell? And then, she's redeemed later by...
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. I guess that's fair. I want her to be redeemed. Because doesn't Darth Talon have the tattoos too?
I think so.
In the bikini? So Darth Maul guy goes, well, these came with the package.
He's like, this is part of it?
Is this part of it?
It says right here in the... It says right here.
Tattoos.
Bikini.
Bikini and tattoos. She's like, I didn't sign up for this. Her and Leia. Too bad.
There's a flashback to her and Daki on the beach.
That's right. And Daki goes, no, you must wear a one-piece, Padawan. One piece. The Jedi Code forbids the bikini.
She's like, yes, I see the wisdom in that.
Yeah, exactly. So I hope these characters have, because, we know what happens to Maul. He does. I really hope there's a great story where she gets to get away from him.
Yeah, I got you.
That's what I want.
Yeah, you're talking about... Yeah. You're getting at what is the story of the show Maul Shadow Lord.
Yeah.
Where is it all going?
Yeah. I do not want her to
Right.
be Darth Talon.
Yeah, no, I got
term.
you. You got to, yes, because we know Darth Maul's story, but we don't know her story. So what are they going to do with that?
Yeah.
And they're taking elements from the canceled sequel trilogy from Star Wars Underworld for sure, but they're not beholden to any of that. No. They can do whatever they want.
No, and it's set in a different time period too. So I mean,
that's true.
You can do whatever you want.
That's true.
You know.
So yes, no, I'm with you. That would be, I think for the character, that's the best story to tell.
Yeah.
She's with him for a time, for years maybe, but there's some moment where she walks away from it.
Here's what it is.
What now?
Oh, you go ahead. You finish.
No, go ahead.
Here's what it is. She becomes Darth Talon, and she leaves Maul and she just goes off on her own. I don't know. She has her wayward years.
It ties into Ahsoka season 2.
And then there's a knock on the door, and a man in a green lightsaber shows up.
He's in it.
He's in a lightsaber. He goes, "Hey kid, I heard about you, Darth Talon.
Yeah, that's good.
First of all, here's some modest attire. I can't look at you. I'm a monk. I'm Luke. I'm not married. Don't cause me a sin." And then he goes, you can just a different way.
I'm putting together a team.
That'd be cool. That'd be a cool backdoor to Luke's story.
I know.
Because really, I mean,
Luke is the Nick Fury character in the post-credits scene.
I'm putting together a team.
Yes.
When is this show set?
You have to retcon the sequels. You have to. You can't not do that at a certain point. You have to do it.
Well, you could do a lot with those 30 years. You could just have the story set there.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Bigger question: when does this show take place?
That's what I just asked you.
Sorry.
I don't know.
It's sometime after the prequels.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty flexible.
If you're gonna go off of Stormtrooper armor, it's a little bit of time.
It's
no more Clone Trooper
armor. In Rebels, that goes all the way up until Episode 4, I believe. Darth Maul is old when he confronts him. Now, he is playing a character there, but he's older. He's older than this. So I would say this is probably at least 9 or 10 years before New Hope. So she could be in it later. Okay. So that would mean what? 16 years
That's
for her?
interesting. That means she was just a little girl when Order 66.
Yeah, so she could be like 30 to 40s with Luke. That works.
I think they'll probably put her in Ahsoka somehow.
Her and Ahsoka have a girl fight. Cat fight.
Yep.
I don't know why this character keeps back. I'm sorry.
Yep.
But that'd be cool. Well, she's a Torguta.
That's what Ahsoka is.
That's
right. Yeah.
So I would like to see this character. I want to see more of her, and I want to see her redeemed. I really hope they do more. It seems like they are doing more. So I'm looking forward to it. I will watch it. This is a bright spot in Disney storytelling for me.
Now the question I wanted to ask that I've been saving.
Here we go.
Is big picture. What is Darth Maul's plan and goal? Why is he looking at the underworld and saying, "I can use this. I'm gonna pick up you like a chess piece. Vario, you serve me. The Pikes. I'm part of the Pikes. Yeah. Dryden Voss. Again, we get a blip of it in Solo. What's his plan? What's he doing?
Well, to remember precisely, I would have to look at some articles. But season whatever, the Clone Wars 5 ends with Sidious saying, "I have other plans for you."
Right.
And then all of a sudden, Maul is back on Mandalore. No, he's back on Mandalore in season 7. So Sidious lets him loose. In some way, it is.
But at this point, that's not going on anymore.
No. But what I'm trying to say is, Sidious lets Maul loose, and he immediately assumes his Dark Throne on Mandalore again. He's doing the underground thing again. In a way, it benefits Sidious for Maul to be out here for some reason. Okay. He let him live for some reason. I'm not quite sure I understand all that.
Okay.
And I think there's something in the Empire where.
So I think what you're saying is that Darth Maul is ultimately still part of Sidious's plans.
I think so.
But Darth Maul doesn't know that.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I think he thinks he's a big boy. He's not a big boy.
Okay.
And I think there's a piece in it with the Empire where, let's be honest, corruption flourished in the Empire.
Yeah.
Han Solo was making money during the Empire. So I think this is a place where Maul can flourish, and he's kind of has a free reign to mount a challenge against Sidious, but I'm not quite sure that's my best attempt at why this works.
Okay.
Why he's even doing the underworld thing, but I'm not quite sure. I understand. I know his ultimate goal is to get revenge on Sidious. I'm not quite sure I understand why the underworld. I guess he's trying to hide, keep a low profile. But then at the beginning of the show, I mean, literally, they get his picture. And they could at any point just send that to Sidious, but they
There's
don't do
something about it that I think I picked up on watching the show. It's like he can do the most damage in the shadows. Something like that. Yeah. He learned from Sidious, but Sidious isn't in the shadows anymore.
That's right.
But he's I'm in the shadows in your world. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I can undermine you.
I'd like to think that
that's kind of cool, actually.
I'd like to think that he's a bit more of a big boy.
Okay.
And that he's seeing, there are pockets of shadow that even Sidious can't see.
That's interesting.
Because there's something about since the Empire is the Empire now, Sidious is out. Sidious is out.
His public ministry has begun.
Exactly. He's out in front. He's the Emperor. You know, the Empire is front and center. There's all this, forgotten remainder refuse stuff, and Maul's like, I can use all this.
Yeah. All the forgotten stuff, which he himself was forgotten.
Which is cool, because that's, I'm taking what I learned from you, Sidious, working in the shadows all these years, playing people against each other. Mm-hmm. I'll use it against you. But rather than the Trade Federation and the corruption of business and all that, it's crime.
What's cool about it, I love that analysis, number one. But I love that because it's like, okay, Sidious, two can play at your game.
Yeah.
Your worldview, other people can do it. And there is no peace in this path. Rule of two, one day you will be challenged.
Yeah.
You will be taken out.
Yes.
There is no peace. There is no lasting any love in this.
There's no other way to achieve the Sithari.
There's not. So it's just, I think it is cool because it's showing where the Jedi can endure for millennia. Peace, love, passing it on. Maybe not love. But they're passing it on, where the Sith cannot do that. They cannot.
Yeah.
They cannot have that peaceful transfer, and they cannot. Yeah. So I think it's starting to show, it's critiquing the Sith ideology as well.
How's it doing?
And that Sidious, look, he will never be secure. He'll always be looking over his shoulder. Mm-hmm. He will never have peace. And that's what's really cool. Next week on Prequel Apologetics, Force Unleashed, a similar thing. The whole main character there is, I got this secret guy in the shadows. He's doing my dirty work. Sidious,
right?
I don't know about him. So it's kind of cool.
Is Force Unleashed canon?
No,
definitely not.
No.
Okay.
Now, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely.
Got it.
No.
Got it.
I say that very confidently.
No, I hear it.
Very confidently.
I like it. That was Chad response.
It was canon at one point, which we'll talk about that.
Yes.
And if it should have been.
Okay, cool. Let's wrap up. Yeah, Force Unleashed coming. This was a good show. It was great to see Star Wars being interesting. The show's interesting.
Yeah.
There's trying some new things. It's great. Star Wars has not done that in a long time. Mm-hmm. Not since The Acolyte. Let's just be real.
That's right.
The Acolyte was interesting. We will defend that show to a degree.
Mm-hmm. Good fights, good artistry.
Yep.
Good writing.
Yep. It's just a win. Mm-hmm. It's just a win for Star Wars. Mm-hmm. It's cool. Mm-hmm. Good job, Dave.
That's right.
We'll watch your career with great interest.
Yes. Yes. Because Kathleen probably wasn't that involved with this.
Yeah, but it obviously started under her. Mm-hmm. I mean,
she always said, "Oh, Maul, okay."
It's not like she retired and the show was typed into ChatGPT.
No.
Yeah.
But we're seeing Dave Filoni a little bit more of his leadership here, I think. And like you said earlier, he's not day to day on this one.
He was more of an oversight. That's
he's an oversight.
That's what Sam Witwer
We're
said.
seeing him more in that role, and I would say that worked here. So,
yeah, it was good.
Good job.
It was good.
Well said.
Excited to see what's next. All right. Well, thank you for listening.
May the Force be with you.
What's the dark side version of May the Force be with you? There isn't one.
I hope you die in a hole. That's what you say to people.
Good enough.
I do hate you.
Bring on the Sithari. I await the coming of the Sithari, the perfect being.
Oh, it's like a little prayer.
Yeah, probably.
May the Sithari be in you.
Ooh. See ya.